Hey everybody, dinner with JP tonight. We see different kitchen because I'm in France in my mum's kitchen. So tonight we're doing something called lamb Navarin, Navarin agneau in French, which is a local dish. It takes half an hour as usual, and there will be a pause for cooking, and then we'll come back after that for the serving. Okay, so let's start straight away with the ingredients. So we've got 3 carrots, we've got a turnip, we've got some garlic, an onion. Now we've got some beans. Those are local beans. We call them mojettes in France. The one you got are the one in tin. Fresh cream. We've got some white wine. We've got some olive oil. And we've got some salt and pepper. And I'm going to get from the fridge, because I like to keep it nice because it's quite warm here today. Then we've got the lamb, which is here. They are a slice of lamb, but you may have yourself bought some really cut diced lamb, which is fine. It's exactly the same thing. Okay, so let's start with peeling the onion. So as we always do, so we're peeling the onion. I'm missing my lovely knife back from home. My mum is not very keen on knives, so we're using just a normal knife here. Okay, so put this away. So what we're going to do is, as we always do, we cut it in half, then in small pieces. There we go. And cut it again. So we do. Those onions in France are actually very, very strong. I've posted some on Twitter, actually, some photograph of the food you get here, which is wonderful. Lovely, so very nice food. So, cutting the onion. So, don't worry if it's a bit coarse, which is fine, no problem. So that's our onion. Okay, so what I'm going to do is using a pan, a big pan, the usual, and we're going to put some olive oil over the pan, and we're going to put the onions in the pan. Okay, we're not going to put them on the fire yet, we're just going to do a few more things before. We're going to do garlic. Now for the garlic, we're just going to peel it. We're not going to cut it. We're going to leave it as big pieces. Obviously, I've got to use the food from, believe it or not, I'm sure if you have been in France before, if you have not, just a scrub to you. The food is actually quite different here. They use so many local food. To actually find lamb, you can find them obviously, but it's like local lamb, and you go to the supermarket and actually cut it in front of you. More or less like they got the lamb at the back of the counter. Oh, those onions made me cry again. There we go. So we've done the garlic. So 4 cloves of garlic. You can see they're quite big. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the last one as well. 5. It's lamb, so garlic is really good for that. So there we go. So that's my garlic done. Okay, so you put them in the pan straight away as they are. Next thing we're going to do is to peel the carrots. So cut the end of them, then peel them. I was looking, because obviously when I'm in England I always use those pre-cut bags because it's easier for everyone, and they are exactly the same price as buying the same carrots. But here in France, they don't really believe in those pre-made bags. All you can find is salad. You really can't find any vegetables pre-cut. Which, obviously, you know, that's the way they are. You can't criticize. Obviously, London is a bit busier, I think, and people have got used to it. Which I think is a big part of for them to make money. So, to the last carrot. So as usual, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video and start again when you're ready to catch up. Right, so 3 carrots. There we go. I'm just going to put things away. So now we're cutting the carrots in small slices. Doesn't matter the size. I mean, we don't want them too. You can see we don't want them too large. I hope you can see properly, because obviously I had to adapt with the recording equipment. And the lighting in my mum's kitchen is obviously different than the one in my kitchen. I hope you can see properly. So we spent now nearly 5 minutes, which is great. We're doing well on time. So small slices. The knife I've got is not actually that sharp either. So my mum doesn't like sharp knives, so which is fine. It works as well. So the weather in France has been actually quite good. They had a lot of snow. You may have heard last week that all the snow is gone now, and it actually warm up quite nicely outside, so which is great. Okay, so that's our carrots done. The last thing we're going to do is with vegetable is to peel our turnip. So just peel it off. We like turnip. Turnip is actually very good for you. Okay, so let's cut the end of it. Put all the skin away. Now for the turnip, we're not going to cut it in small pieces. Just going to cut it in half like that, and again, then again. So we're just on very sort of large chunks, as you can see. So large chunks of okay. There we go. That's it. Okay, so we got our vegetables. Okay, so I'm just going to move them on the side. I'm going to take a plate and move them on to the plate, because I need the bowl to cut. Oops, just drop a piece under the water. No waste. The 10-second rules, which are, if it goes full on the floor, less than 10 seconds, use it again, basically. So that's our vegetables done. So we're doing well on time. We've done now, yeah, just about nearly 9 minutes. So we're doing very well. So we should be done properly. So let's cut the lamb now. So those are just pieces of lamb. But if you got pre-cut lamb already, don't worry. Just pause the video. So we're going to cut it in a small slice. Small dice, basically. So small bits like that. You see, nothing too small or too big. It's a very very tasty dish, I must say, the Navarin. I like it. It's one of my favorite. And what we use, as I said, the beans, the local beans, they call mojettes. They're very tasty, but they're exactly, if I said, the beans you bought from the recipe are exactly the same. They're just local, basically. So that's one slice done. So small pieces, as you see, nothing too big or too small. Let's do the other one. There we go. That's something I realized, actually, the meat here, they don't put a piece of, you know, you do piece of pepper you get at the bottom of the packaging, which is usually the one for to keep the blood away, so it doesn't look so unappetizing. They don't do this here. I realized yesterday we bought some beef, which actually the butcher cut in front of us again, and the packaging the same way. So got this machine, 2 packages for us. There we go. Right. So we are nearly done for the preparation. So what we're going to do now, I'm using gas fire today, as you can see, just to make a bit of a change for me. Right, so we've got the onions in there and the garlic. So give a good stir, make sure the garlic and the onions are well into the oil. That's whistling already, which is good. Okay, and you put your meat into it straight away. That looks lovely already. Nice smell. It's going to be a quick clean. So you can do the same thing as we go. I don't want to dirty my mum's kitchen. Okay. At that point we're going to put some salt. So my mum hasn't got coarse salt, but put quite a lot to the usual amount of salt as we do. There we go. And my mum doesn't have either some peppermint, but we've got some ground pepper. So black pepper is what you need. There we go. So we have now, I think, dropping things all over the place. So it's cooking nicely. We're going to put some white wine, so a cup of white wine into it. A good boil. Now I like gas cooking because it's so much easier. It goes much quicker than electric gas, which I'm using myself. It's a bit smoky here. Just going to open the window a little bit, so a bit of fresh air. So, as I said, we put the garlic, the onions, and them together. So we are nearly ready now. So it's boiling. Oh dear, it is very smoky now. Not used to have this smoky. There we go. So what we're going to do now is to put the vegetables in and then fill up just to cover the vegetables. There we go. As you can see, I've got the vegetables just covered up, and we're going to let it cook. So it's going to boil. When it boils, basically reduce it to sort of half, just to give a nice little simmer. But we're talking about half an hour, so 25 minutes to half an hour. So we're going to stop recording now, press pause, let it cook, and we come back in a half an hour. So when it boils, just reduce it to half. And I will see you in half an hour. Take care. Right, it's been half an hour now, so I think we are ready. Now I'll just throw it down a little bit so you can see it's lovely and beautiful. So it's a bit like a soup, but you're going to see we're going to put the last ingredients. So we're going to put the mojettes. So the best thing to do, we don't want the juice. I mean, there's like the beans. So you drain the juice from your beans, from the mojette here. Okay, so and to the Navarin. So put all the beans. Now, a bit stuck here, I think. Now, careful not to break them too much. Okay, so you put your beans in. Give it a good stir. We're going to heat the beans because obviously they're going to be a bit cold, so it's going to take a few minutes to heat them up. Okay, so wash my hands. There we go, my cloth. So I hope you're enjoying this. You're going to enjoy this lovely dish from France. I say it's a very typical Navarin d'agneau, lamb Navarin. It's really sort of from here. So altogether it's been about 35 without the cooking, 40 minutes. So it's been very good, really. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to wait for it to boil. Just let you know as well, at the end of this video, you'll have few photographs of the region, just to give you a little idea of what France is all about. The seaside, which I've been, you will see, This is quite a nice, beautiful, it's one of the nicest beaches actually, I think, for me. So we've got this, we've got the seaside, and a few other things you can see in this town where my family live. Okay, so I think, yeah, it's boiling now, so it's good, beautiful. I'm just going to taste, so take a spoon, do it as I do. You take a little spoon, and you taste, make sure. Oh, absolutely delightful. Really, really, really nice. So I'm just going to try the beans, make sure they are hot. Perfect. Okay. And all you do now, the last thing is we're just going to put a little cream into Navarin. So a little cream, not too much. Look at that. It looks absolutely beautiful. Hope yours look the same as beautiful as mine. Okay. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to serve it. So I'm just going to take my mum soup ladle. I'm not sure she's got. She just got. Yes, she has. It's better to serve it in a plate, which is like a soup plate. But if you don't have a soup plate, just use a normal plate. Just don't put so much juice into it. Okay. So you take your plate and you serve the Navarin. Look at that. So, I mean, I like the juice because juice is actually beautiful. So there we go. So that's the Navarin, ready for you from France. I hope you enjoy it. As I say, if you want to carry on watching this view, you know, take the phone or the iPad or whatever you're using to, you know, when you're eating your dish. There's a few photographs of the region where my family live. And from France, I say goodbye and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.